Hey, this is your English coach Shane here. Let's chat. Hey guys, so I'm always interested in learning about how people study English. There are many, effective ways out there, and it's always something interesting to me. And somebody told me about 100 LS. So I'm like, 100 LS, what the heck is this? So I did some research, and 100 LS is a big thing in China. And basically what it means is 100 days of listening and speaking. And the recommendation, and I'll just translate this to English. Translate to English. Boom. The L stands for listening, the S stands for speaking, and 100 refers to 100 repetitions. Choose an English video, listen to it 100 times, and repeat the text 100 times. You'll find that magical things happen during this process. This training method originated at the U.S. Department of Defense. Their language institute was developed during World War II to quickly train soldiers to be fluent in the enemy's language. Yeah, and I believe it. I think, and once again, the key right here, look up in the, see the corner here, it says self-study language method. Yeah, I believe it. I think it's a great way to learn something. I think you need to be careful about what you're watching and what you're repeating. They suggest movies. I'm not so sure about that because many movies are exaggerated, right? They're not real life. And even if they are real life, movies usually don't represent our lives, right? Usually. They're always, there are TV shows that I do recommend that would be beneficial in this. But I do have a problem with this method. And my problem is, how many people are actually going to do it? Watch a movie or a TV show, the same TV show, 100 times and repeat every word in the TV show 100 times. Not many people will do that. Most people will give up. Most people will be bored. Many people will go crazy. However, what they are saying, the idea of it, I totally agree. Interestingly, this is a method that I am using. I didn't know I was using this method, but I'm using this method in a way. So, for example, I have a speaking course, and I always argue, nobody can teach you speaking. Speaking is innate. It's internal. It's a part of you, okay? You speak in your language. You speak your words that you know, according to your experience and your perspective, your opinion, your hopes and desires and wishes and fears, your desired outcome, okay? It's very personal, and you can speak. So nobody can teach you to speak. When you're using English to speak, English is just a tool. It's just a tool, okay? I can't teach you how to speak in English. But I can teach you the mechanics of English. The mechanics. For example, a part of English speaking is pronunciation, right? That's a part of the mechanics. Another aspect of speaking is intonation, the stress in a sentence. Some words are stressed, some words are not. Not just word intonation, but sentence intonation. And there's sentence rhythm. These are the mechanics of speaking. But in order for me to actually teach that, if you really want to learn that, then we need to separate these pieces, and I need to hear you speaking your style. So what I do, for example, I give my students, if they're in my PIRF class, I give them something to say. And the words that I give them are somebody else's words. They're not their words. Okay? But I give them a script, and what I tell my students is, you should practice this 3 times a day. Just read it out loud once in the morning, once at lunch, and once in the evening. And do that for a week. Do that for seven straight days if you can. Why? It's this idea of the 100 days, except we're only doing it 20 times. But why do we do this? This is what happens. The first time you read the assignment, you're reading it. You're thinking about the words. You're thinking about the definition. You're thinking about the grammar. You're thinking about the pronunciation. You're thinking a lot. Speaking is not a thinking activity. Speaking is a reactive process. We react to things. Speaking is, believe it or not, visual. But anyway, so reading and speaking are different. But, these are words, so you have to read them. So the first time you read the script out loud, you're not speaking, you're reading. The second time you read it, you're still not speaking, you're reading. It takes you at least 8 or 9 times to read this to start speaking. Okay? So the more you read this, and don't memorize it, the more you read this and practice this, the less you are reading and the more you are speaking, which follows this. But we take this one step further. After you practice and practice and practice, and then you're speaking, what we have our students do is we have them take their phone and record themselves and send it to us. And then we listen. And then now we analyze your speaking. And we listen to your pronunciation. There's usually going to be a problem, sometimes many problems. And we listen to your sentence intonation. Usually there's a problem. And we listen to your sentence rhythm, how you're speaking. And then we analyze these 3 points and we tell you, you need to fix this, this, and this. We tell you exactly what you need to do. And that's the benefit. Self-study, nobody's telling you if you're right or if you're wrong. And if you actually want to be good at speaking, in particular at speaking and listening to, somebody needs to listen to you and tell you if you're doing it right or if you're doing it wrong. So I know a lot of people out there are using the 100 LS learning method, and I don't think it's bad, but it's not enough. I think it's too much. 100 days is too much. I really do. I think it's kind of crazy. It's great if you can do it, but we do use this program, this method in my classes, but we're always changing it up and we make it really interesting. And there's the interaction. Without interaction, do we really learn? Yeah, it's really important. So anyway, it's an interesting method. I'm glad I was introduced to this method. And if you don't know about it, yep, there is this method. And I don't recommend it. I recommend studying with me. And if you want to do that, you can do that. Just go to my webpage, letsmasterenglish.com, and sign up. We'll send you a free lesson. It's great. But yeah, I thought this was interesting, and I wanted to share it with you. Thank you very much. Have a great day. And together, let's master English. If you'd like to study with me, you can for free. Go to letsmasterenglish.com, sign up for a free lesson. And together, let's master English.